My rebreeding. My rebreeding. My breedy. What's up, man? Coronavirus got boxing held hostage. What's up with the people, man? Man, chilling, bro. I'm just chilling, man. Martin Machine, salute. Dr. White, salute. Jackal Davis, salute, man. I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling, man. You know how it go. I'm just chilling. Watching these old reruns of the World Boxing Super Series. What's up with y'all, though? Edison Santos, salute. Yeah, man, everything's good. Everything's good on my end, man. I can't complain, man. One day at a time. That's the only way you could take it, right? That's about it, bro. Unrivaled Boxing Talk, salute, brother. Lydia Doan, salute. CV is. Oh, yeah. It's some bullshit. It's some bullshit, man. Like, I don't know. I'm just hoping all of this stuff just pans out. It's over with, so we can go back to get back to sports, get back to real life, man. So we could talk boxing, man. Like it's killing me, bro. Like I was supposed to be at the I was going to the Pro Gray hooker fight, and then that shit, they ain't having nobody there. Like basketball and stop, everything and stop, man. Like, and everybody focusing their attention on the usual bullshit. I don't want nothing to do with that at all. So. I figured I'd go live today, man. Tap in with the people, see how y'all was doing the shit. Stay a salute. Romania, wow. Romania in the building. That's what's up. SSB 28 salute, bro. Oh, I'm always protected from the virus, man. Shit, man. I got my own property. That shit big as fuck. Like nothing but my family live all around me. Like I don't, I don't. Everything I need is like right around me. I don't even have to engage with the public. I just keep my ass around people I know they straight. Like I ain't been going out no public doing none of that. But I mean, like shit. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Like I don't think. You know what I mean? Like you can take preventative measures, but if you're gonna catch something, you're gonna catch something. I don't think there's really no way around that. If you're gonna get the shit, you're gonna get the shit. We all gonna die someday. I just don't want it to be today, personally. Or tomorrow. Lisa Bell, salute. Only 139 cases of coronavirus. Shit. I ain't even been keeping up with how many cases it is. I just know it's just creating a lot of problems, stopping flights from the US to the UK. Shoot. The Japanese people been going through a whole bunch of stuff. Like it's just wild, man. It's just wild. Like I've been seeing videos of people getting snatched up and stuff like that, and they coronavirus levels were straight, and people still coming getting snatched out of their homes, like they body snatching people and all types of shit. I don't know. I was always taught whatever they showing you, you know what I mean. There's something bigger going on behind closed doors. So, but we'll never know the plan. We're just the little guys, right? Little guys never hear shit. Heard the situation could take. Yeah, that's what I heard. But then again, at the same time, yeah, Jason A, that's my man. I watch Jason A all the time. Martin Machine, best channel on YouTube when it comes to worldly news, man. No bullshit, nobody's opinions involved in it or nothing. Just the facts, man. Just worldly news, helping people stay consciously and subconsciously aware. I can dig it. Yeah, but then on one hand they say it's getting worse, and on another hand it's getting better. Like who really knows, man? It's just all a bunch of nonsense for real. Like I can't call it. Martin Ramos, salute. Fah, fah. Yeah, basically, it seemed like all the fighters going to be trying to fight the virus for real. Then I heard like 3 or 4 other NBA players just came down with the shit, and they done passed it on to another player, on to a completely different team. It's just crazy out here. H. Paul, salute. What, D in the building? Salute, D, if you in the building. Crew, salute. Italy, 1,400 people died. Oh my God, yeah, that's sad, bro. That's sad, man. Anybody losing their life, man, I feel for them. Mine, peace and pugilism, my brother. Cruz. I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, the IBF. All right, I'm going to put it like this because, you know what I'm saying, I guess it would be only natural for everybody to ask my opinion considering I associate. Y'all see me do work with Nuke a lot. Y'all see, you know what I'm saying, y'all know I fuck with Bruce, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, at the end of the day, I don't have a take on it. I don't have a take on it. I just want the bullshit to stop for real. I just think motherfuckers should keep it boxing for real because y'all are the ones who get front seat to it. Y'all get front seats to the bullshit, and it ain't nothing cool. Like in the beginning, it seemed entertaining, but then when you get all of the frivolous heckling, when you get all of the frivolous, when you get all of the frivolous heckling going back and forward and stuff like that, then you kind of, you know what I'm saying, you don't want no parts of that. Like, it becomes, I don't know, whatever it's about, it ain't big enough to create all of this. That's what I'm saying. And whatever it is, I feel like two men can do it behind closed doors and agree to disagree. You can agree to disagree, keep it moving. Whatever y'all dropped it. That can be that, and then just be done with it, man. But like me personally, I don't have a take on it. I really don't care. I'm just staying neutral. You know, I don't want to be, my time ain't wrapped up in it. I'm not entertained by it. I could care less about it. It ain't doing nothing for boxing. It ain't doing nothing for y'all. Like, y'all might be getting a kick out of it right now, but really all y'all seeing is two of y'all favorite, most respected channels just go back and forth with one another. And I'm sure, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to make some people want to choose sides, and it's going to make other people say certain things that ain't necessary. That's going to make content creators and other people feed into it, and not necessarily, you know, this is going to add more unnecessary fuel to the fire. So personally, I just think it's all crazy to me, man. Like, I ain't, like I said, grown men are going to be grown men. I ain't there to step in and tell people how to do what or how they should be doing it, but me personally, I ain't with it. You know what I mean? But I feel like if anybody has a personal opinion on the situation, like I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's about the full extent of how I feel about it. I don't know. Cause see, like y'all could look at it like this. You know what I'm saying? You could be one person could be heavy BFV, the other person could be heavy IBFP, and then next thing you know, it goes, you know, F this person or F this side, F that side. You know what I'm saying? See, all negativity do is breed more negativity. So it ain't gonna do nobody no favors, man. Shem Smoke, salute. Oh, I'm sure it will get worse before it get better. I'm pretty sure it will. I'm, I mean, like, you know how it is. It's only gonna get worse for people like us, but the blue bloods, they gonna be all right though. The way I feel about famine and disease, anyway, I feel like the people are experiment. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call the ghetto a project, and you just drop a disease in that joint, boom, let it fester, infect all of the people, knock a couple people off the population. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just wild to me, but that's all. That's all another story. I don't even know who Mr. Pepper is to get a mod. Everybody that's got a mod, and it ain't no disrespect. I'm just saying, everybody that's got a mod right now, they been down for a minute. So once I start recognizing you, seeing you around, then you get a mod. You know what I mean? 1 2 1 2. Yeah, everybody on. He need to learn how to do a little bit more than a 1 2, and then he might be able to do all right. Not against Fury, but it might benefit him more in the future in his boxing career. Personally, who is Spud? I don't even, man, I don't know who Spud is. UFC doing empty events too. Yeah, I think everybody's down to doing empty events at this point. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, you could, would you rather be able to watch it televised or not watch it at all? I guess you know what I mean. I'll take the lesser of the two evils. Boxing won't start back up until mid or late April. Good, as long as I get to see Lomachenko, Lomachenko Tiafimo May 30th, I'm perfectly cool with that. Dalen Pulley, salute. Come on, Ramos. My thing is, if they not going to debate, cut the bull out. You know what I'm saying? I'm neutral myself. I'm a follower of both. Exactly. Because, for the one, two, all a fan of them both because, people who might not be subscribed to Bruce and subscribed to IBFP, it's only natural they going to ride with him. And people that might not be subscribed to IBFP to subscribe to Bruce, they going to ride with them. But people who know both channels and know the work, the bodies of work both men put in and what they bring to the, the YouTube boxing community, it's going to make you feel indifferent. You're not going to want any parts of it. You're just going to want it to stop. You know what I mean? And you're going to wish that they could get back to the boxing talk because regardless, the videos that's being put out right now, them videos are geared towards them, you know what I mean, defecating on one another instead of talking about other topics that are pertaining in boxing. And it's unfortunate that people got to get entertained by that. But hey, when you're a content creator and it goes down like that, y'all just getting front row seats to the shit show. Like, it is what it is. Costea, salute. Respect, bro. This is our Spud scribe to you. That's what's up, bro. I'm glad you subbed. Tim W, salute. Man, this is, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. That's why I made it very clear in my community post. It's now one of them things I want people to ask me about constantly and stuff like that because I don't have a take on it. I don't. And if you got some type of integrity, if you got some sort of backbone or whatever, you not necessarily gonna have a take on it either. You just gonna kind of wish people live and let live. Because I mean, as men, everybody can agree to disagree. It's not hard. Yeah, man, Martin Machine, you right too. And there's a couple. That's why, like for real, like you know what I'm saying. Like, if you get what I'm saying, you get. That's why I wish other people that kind of got themselves involved in it or had anything to say about it, I wish they wouldn't have because certain people find it entertaining, other people don't find it entertaining. Certain people like, yo, this is the best thing going while this and that not going on. We all know who's saying what. I'm just saying, like, it's just one of them things where, like, you can't egg it on. You shouldn't egg it on. You shouldn't say nothing because the role you play in it, you might get somebody to look at you some type of way. Whoever playing whatever role they playing in it. Certain person might look at them in a type of way. Me, I'm not into saying no names or nothing like that because I don't feel like it's really that serious for me to address. Like I said, that's other stuff other people got to deal with. Whatever your take is in the situation, you going those individuals involved gonna have to own that. But me personally, I don't have a take on it, so I ain't really got to worry about nothing for real. Cause like I said, I work with everybody, man. Like you really got to go out of your way to be over the top disrespectful or just be a straight snake for me not to deal with you. And I don't look at nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody probably feel like their opinion is valid in this situation. Everybody probably feel like they right or feel like they wrong. I don't know. I don't have a take on either of it. Hey, feel how you feel, handle it, and when everything come back around to the nucleus of what it's supposed to be, which is boxing, that's when you know what I mean. Like I interject, but only on boxing. I ain't got, like I said, I got too much respect. I got too much respect, and I ain't gonna put nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep respect on my name at the end of the day because it's just fake. I don't know. It's just fake, man. It's fake to take a stance between two individuals that you got respect for, or that you work with. Like you know what I mean? Like I said, I got business with these dudes. Like I chop it up with them. Like I don't. I don't have no take on it. This dude keeps saying what two, what two. Cause see, man, if anytime if I comment or I post anything, I always put several AKAs in it. UGC, MBBC, IBFP, True Media, New Media, Boxing. That means I basically letting it be known that all of the individuals that have the same goal in mind, which is unbiased boxing and keeping the game the way it's supposed to be, I'm going to make sure I lift them people up. Because regardless of whether you got your own platform or this person got their own platform or whatever, we all pushing unbiased media. We trying to combat all of the other frivolous nonsense in boxing. Like, that's what I'm about. I'm about killing the false narratives, the weak stuff in boxing that's really killing the game, that's really making it tough for other fighters and stuff like that. The ones that's going out to these boxing events is just doing all of the extra stuff. That's what I'm about combating, man. I just want to make sure the truth is heard. As far as personal opinion or popular opinion, I could care less because I ain't never gonna switch up. My stance ain't never gonna switch up. But when it just come when it come to grown men though, you just gotta let grown men handle how you handle it. And a word of advice, even if you are tuning in and you front row seat to all of the BS, you don't gotta interject your personal opinion on it for real. Because everybody feels certain type of way about the people that they follow. Like I said, it's easy to get you can't call for subscribers, for instance, you can't sit up there and say Bruce biased or you can't say Nuke is biased or whatever, but then at the same time you defend one of them, but you know what I mean, chastise the other one. You feel what I'm saying? That make you biased too. That's why I feel like if it ain't involving you, just be neutral. But at the same time, if you a sub, you kind of you front row for the BS. So, like, man, look. It is what it is, man. He said I'm a guest on Unrivaled Show. I'm an Irish. That's what's up, man. Mark, that's my guy, man. Yeah, party boy, man. Loma versus T.O., man. That's like one of them ones where I'm just like, whew, I can't wait for it to happen because it's just kind of like, it's one of them things I just gotta see, man. I gotta see because you dealing with like high level boxing, man. It's kind of like, like I said, as a betting man, if I was a betting man, I'm betting on Lomachenko. But if I'm just watching it from just a fan's eyes of the sport, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not saying the kid can't get it done because he does have a high level skill set. I'm just saying Lomachenko, man, he done been through it, man. that man 300 that man 396 and 2 goals. that man that man's held titles in 3 different divisions. Been fighting for titles ever since his second fight. Would have fought for it on his first, but they just can't interject you in the rankings like that. And it's just like, man, you gotta make me a believer. Like I said on my channel, Tiafimo goes out there and he whoops him. You make me a believer. I have no problem with giving you, what I mean, your credit on the 2 Hands Up show. You definitely get interjected in my pound for pound off the top. So, you mean Dillian White versus Povetkin? I got Dillian White, man. I got Dillian White. But it is a good fight, and it's not a shoe-in saying that Dillian White could win that fight. Dillian White done been in so many fights where he's like, where you thought he was going to lose, and then he knocked dude out, and you just like, man, like, I don't know. Dillian White's like the wild card. He's the maverick of the division, man, and he never takes an easy fight. He always in a nail biter. It's almost like, bro, I want you to get your just due. So it's kind of like, I wouldn't mind if he just took tune-ups up until his mandatory was up. But that's just not in Dillian White's nature. That's not something Dillian White's willing to do. And if that's not what he's willing to do, I'm not going to expect that of him, man. Keep going hard. Keep going hard. Because if Anthony Joshua doing it, you do it too. Shoot. Because, I mean, both of those guys, man, they got the two undeniable resumes in the heavyweight division, man. Like, and then Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury goes out and when he beats Deontay Wilder again, you know what I mean? Like, him, Floyd Patterson, and Muhammad Ali, they the only two guys, those are the only three individuals that held the ring belt multiple times. If Tyson Fury beats Wilder, then he's held all of the belts. He's the only person to hold all of the belts. Ring, WBC, WBA, pretty much all of the titles. He'll be the only one, so he'll be making history on that third fight. Lee Van salute. Yeah, man, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that fight too. What I watched Charlie Zelenoff Wilder too. I mean, shoot. I mean, I don't know. I think Charlie Z might get him in the second fight. Adam James salute. I think Charlie Z might get him, man. Who knows what Charlie Z has been doing, man? Who knows what Charlie Z been doing? He probably been laying up in the cut, doing his bench presses, you know, getting ready, working on his win. Probably been sitting in the hyperbaric chamber. He probably been waiting for Wilder. He probably been waiting for that Wilder rematch. And now Fury got him. If Fury get him again, I think Charlie Z might jump in the ring. Who knows? He definitely might be a shoo-in for the win. Wilder is a wild bull, and Fury just ate him. Yeah, definitely did. He definitely, he definitely made sure the meat was seasoned correctly, because he definitely did taste that boy. Pause. I think they building their channels being honest. Way too petty to be real. See, that's where it's like I can't even, you know, it would be fake for me to even comment on that. You know what I mean? And I'll put my take on that. For me to agree, with something like that, that means I would take a stance to say both of them boys is clout chasing and neither one of their frustrations are genuine. It would be like me saying that they doing it all for clout. And I'm not, that's disrespectful. I can't do that. Like, that's what I'm saying. See how like one comment and a response to just what you're saying could easily make me look out of pocket. I can't respond to something like that. That's what you believe in. Hey, you know what I mean? I'm just not for it. I mean, if they wasting time, they wasting time, brother. Like, honestly, man, they're great at what they do, man. They're great at what they do, and they bring a lot to YTBC. And this is what I mean by that. I mean by the fact of all of the trails they've blazed since they've been in here. Y'all got to understand that I just came in the YouTube boxing community the end of January of 2019. So I only been doing this for about a year now. You know what I mean? Like a year and a month, if that. So those are the two guys that, you know, I've seen their channels, DT3s, Hatman, you know, everybody, you know, I've seen everybody's channels and I watched them and I had a lot of respect for them. And me doing what I was doing, I never thought that it would turn into this. You know what I mean? Where I'm saying, okay, well, me and Nuke chop it up on a daily basis. We do work together on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Me and Bruce, like, we respect each other's work. We chop it up. We in the same, like, clique. Like, me and Nuke, we in, like, the same clique. Like, it's kind of weird because I'm, like, clicked up with, like, both of them. So it's like, for me, it's devastating for me because it's like I wouldn't want that for either one of them. Because, for one, I always give respect to those who blaze trails that came before me, and for two, it's not like, you know what I mean, I do my own thing regardless, you know what I mean? I self-built my own channel by myself, but at the same time, it's just like, yo, when it got to a certain point and I started reaching out to other people in the community, it's not like it's a singular thing with me. It's like, this is a sport. I always choose to honor the sport and honor the integrity of those that's involved in it. So it's just like, man, it's not something I want. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got respect for those who came blaze trails before me. They're going to blaze trails before me. We're going to continue to blaze trails together afterward. You know what I mean? And there's going to be other situations where right, wrong, or indifferent people are going to feel a certain type of way. But my thing is, it's just like, yo, we got to be real enough to not want to, take the blue pill. You know what I mean? Just like, and not get involved in the melancholy, pessimism, the negativity, the constant chastising, the banter, the going back and forth. None of that is what nobody want to really subscribe to, because at the end of the day, just like I feel, just like with my subscribers, I got relationships with y'all. I feel like I know y'all on some level. And, we all rock with each other heavy. That's the same thing with them. And it's kind of like you look at it like, dang, man, don't nobody want that for, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want that for either one of them boys, man. Red glove salute, my guy. Padcore salute. Who lying about what? Who lying about what, Catacor? What about that ego? Who? Boxing ego? I don't rock with boxing ego. He's a false narrative pusher. Like, I'm MBBC. First of all, it's Mr. Two Hands Up, MBBC. That's where I draw my line. It's like, I'm Mr. Two Hands Up, MBBC. That's my conglomerate. You know what I mean? IBFP. We do work together. UGC. I tune in to all of them dudes. Y'all always see me on. Y'all see me blaze through everybody's stuff. Like, everybody's stuff. All of them dudes show me respect. They respect my work. I respect their work. That's just the way I want to keep it. Man, I don't have a fake bone in my body. And if it's one in there, I will cut it out. And I'll be damned if I'm going to start today. So I just don't believe in. And like, this is the thing, man. It's so easy to get caught up in somebody just saying one thing. It'll sway your opinion, man, just that quick. That quick. Because you think you might be just commenting the sub or whatever, but it's really stemming off of what they got going on. So that's not the move for me. You're right. You're absolutely right. But at the end of the day, Cruz, it's like you can't really control what people choose to do or not do, and then there's a difference of opinion on both sides. I'm not one to say who's right or who's wrong, because once again, it all goes back to me and neutrality, and I just choose to like stand in the middle of like, yo, even if I was to disagree, y'all wouldn't know it from me. Even if I agree with one of them, y'all wouldn't know it. They necessarily wouldn't know it. I just stated it like this. Made it very clear. I don't have a tape. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I said, I pray for sunshine. I ain't really investing in getting drenched in the rain. Oh, the constable, salute. It's good to be back. I'm glad you're here. Category funny as shit. So I go away for 1 week and then come back to this madness. What happened? Honestly, it's so frivolous and it's so frivolous. Put it this way. Okay. That's the best way I could describe it from like not putting myself in it. All right, Catcore, this is how I can describe it to you. Like, okay, say you and I are content creators. You make a video. You put it out. I make a video. But you might feel as though the video that I put out was necessarily piggybacked off of what you were saying, but it's some subliminal, you feel like it's something subliminal in there. So now, we have a disconnect. So but you automatically got your mind made up that that's the way it is. And you have your way of showing why you think that it's that way. So you pull up your so-called receipts or whatever. I take, you know what I'm saying? I feel as though, so you go to the community, boom, 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 state your piece. Now everybody's like, whoa, yo, y'all going through this and this and this. I ain't even know. Now somebody getting back to me saying it's a community post here, there, whatever. And then naturally, I go on my page or whatever, and then I just make a video, and now we just kind of back and forth. But even if I felt like even if I or you felt like it was geared my way, or I didn't feel like it was geared your way or whatever, I've already got it in my mind made up that that's what it is, and you already feel like that you've been you might already feel like, hey, it's been going down like this for a while, so I'm addressing it. I feel like you've been coming at me, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody kind of like, for me, I don't know. That's just it, basically. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to tiptoe around, like making it to where it's like about them, but you know what I mean. But that's what it's pertaining to, without having to necessarily like put all of they stuff in there, because it's chronologically timeline. Like you can go back and just go back 2 days, and you know what I mean. It's all there for you. You know what I mean. Do you think fights will still make money even as empty events? That's a good question, because I would like to know how that's going to work out for the fighters' interest. I know the fighters aren't going to fight for free, so I know they still getting paid on some level. I don't know if somebody's taking a financial. I don't know who's taking a financial hit. Maybe that's something we all need to look into to figure out exactly how is this working, how people still getting paid if people can't watch the events, so on and so forth. That's a very good question, because I honestly don't know. Philly really funny. The Wilder bum boy had to be humble. Man, Wilder definitely needed to be humbled. And the bad thing is though, he's still not humble yet. He's still doing exactly what he was doing before. You know what I mean? He's still doing exactly what he was doing before he caught the L. I hear you, Costell. Look, like I said, like me and my family, like we live like this. Like uncles over here, aunts over here, cousins over here. You know what I'm saying? Grand folks over there. Like I literally like live in a village that's like named after my family. That's like literally nothing but my family around me. So everybody that I'm dealing with, 1,000% family. I ain't not really associating with the outside world. Category, that's how it seems, man. I think I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it's about. Yeah, all it. That's how I am. Like, that's how I am. Because like, but this is what I tell people too, though. When it comes to stuff with the internet, I said, look, man. I said, when it come to me, I'm just like this. I said, I make sure I keep relationships how they supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, don't nobody know each other for real. Like, if I don't chop it up with you on the phone, I don't talk to you 24/7, or we not constantly building, or we don't have that intimate level of interaction where it's like, yo, like, outside of boxing, like, real recognize real and you look familiar kind of thing. Like, if we don't really have that thing, I kind of feel like it should always stay boxing, and feeling shouldn't even be necessary anyway, because really don't nobody really know each other like that. Everybody ain't chopping it up with each other like that, but everybody act like they so cool. I feel like if everybody just kept it boxing and kept it what it's focused on, then nobody would ever get lines blurred. But then even if a person, and this don't have nothing to do with them, this is just speaking in general, just say if this something like this ever happened again with somebody else, even if somebody made even if somebody made a video, say if somebody was kind of attacking me through videos or whatever, okay, that's cool. I can bomb back. Or even if somebody make it, that's the whole purpose of it being about boxing talk. The fact that you had the opportunity to make rebuttals towards one another, because I mean, we all got the right to agree to disagree. I mean, like everybody's not gonna feel the same way about this fighter or that fighter, but it's getting a little spooky out here. Man, Dolo in the building. Salute, OG. Yeah, I've been gonna go with that. Like Red Glove, like Red Glove. He was actually. See, I went to the movies yesterday, so when I was going to jump on a live stream and just listen to like listen to Vane stance on it and stuff like that. I was at the movies watching Sonic the Hedgehog, so I so I kind of missed the live stream. So I kind of had to like take a back seat to everything and just kind of just like listen and just take it in. But you know, Red Glove and them boys got a like a better understanding, I guess, you know, what's going on or whatever. I just feel like it's like, yo, at no point should the boxing community be like, yo, like for real, like me and Black got respect for one another. But I feel like Black shouldn't even pull up the press conference thing. For real, like that, like that. Don't talk about, you know, it's a press conference for IBFP and Bruce. Don't try to use your platform to try to like get in the middle of, because then that could kind of like, it could make, you know what I'm saying, like people have a certain opinion about what your motives are. But see, but then like at the end of it, Black kind of cleared up that it was like, yo, he just want to keep it on wax. He just want to handle the debate or find a way that they can find a common ground and squash it. You know what I'm saying? So he did, you know what I mean? He did do right at the end of it. My thing is like, yo, when you saying press conferences and stuff like that, from what I took from it the day before, I felt like, you know, certain people really felt a certain type of way about it. So I just wouldn't even play with it like that, because like I said, we don't necessarily know how people really feel, or we don't really know how people really move, or what people's head really is like, because I mean, all we know is what we know about one another. Lee Van, if that's the case, man, I might be a betting man too. $20. Come right. Salute, my G. Man, I'm just chilling, bro, man. I'm just trying to answer some of these questions as vaguely as possible without, you know what I mean, without putting my feet in, you know what I'm saying, putting my feet in the quicksand. Yeah, man, Dillian White is one cool character. One thing I like about Dillian White more than anything, though, bruh, I like the fact that Dillian White don't care, man. Right, wrong, or indifferent, man. He gonna say what's on his mind, bruh. Like, Dillian White is all about that exposure. If you got a problem, don't have it with Dillian White unless you really willing to take it all the way there. Yeah, for sure, bruh. That's, hey, Mafia, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be, I'm coming out that way May. I'm coming out that way in May. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe me, you, and Boone need to get up and shit. Like, cause I'm gonna be out on the West Coast in May. Black and Round Boxing, salute. Willie Williams, salute. Man, look, man, look, I try to keep it as real as I possibly could keep it, man, because regardless of anything, man, bump what everybody else do on their channel, how they carry it on their channel. Like, everybody activity gonna be different. Their personalities might be a certain type of way, or they carry it a certain type of way based on how they create, you know what I'm saying, that necessarily content creator carried it. But over here on my side, as long as I keep it all the way official, you know what I'm saying, and I'm just like, yo, I don't rock with this. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that's negative. I'm not entertaining that. Or, you know what I mean? Two of my homies is involved in this BS. I don't have no take on it at all. Or, you know what I mean? I'm not going to give an opinion or exercise, you know what I'm saying, my thought process on how I feel about the situation, because that could curve certain things. That means the people that sub to me, or the people that's always tuned into what I got going on, they already know that I don't subscribe to that type of nonsense. So we ain't never even going to get crossed up like that. We ain't, so, because they already know that that's not for the type of BS that I be on, because that's just not what I'm about. So as long as I keep it that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already know that's not what we here for. You know what I'm saying? I'm for all of the shenanigans, man. But when it come down to people that people I associate with, I ain't for it at all, man. I'm not for it at all. And I'm not for, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody, I'm like, look, I ain't gonna let nobody bait me into having a conversation or saying something about somebody that's even gonna be perceived in any type of way to where it's gonna be disingenuous to the type of the relationship that I have with the individual on the surface. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And I'm the type of person where I feel like I'm tangible, I'm approachable. You know what I mean? Like there ain't nothing I can't talk about. Like there ain't nothing I ain't willing to address off the mic. You know what I'm saying? Like off of this. Cause this ain't what it's there for. You know what I'm saying? If it gets to the point where it's some type of static, nah. And we not gonna creep, we not gonna be divisive, like in no way, shape, or form. We not moving like that. Let's see, one thing. Yep, that's cool. My bad. All right, I'm back. Yeah, man. I don't. It just ain't me, man. It ain't never been me. Adam James, it's my opinion, bro. Don't expect you to say whether you. Absolutely, absolutely. You know, Adam James. All I'm saying is, you know, you more than welcome. You know what I mean, to state whatever your opinion is on it. And I mean, I don't fault you for that. Like I said, y'all are front row for the bullshit. Y'all are front row for the nonsense, man. Y'all front row for it, bro. And at the same time, it's only human that you would be inquisitive about it because, like, bro, like, come on now, between the both of them boys, they got like what in total, like what 35,000 people. Like, put Nuke's 14,000 in front of me, or Bruce's 20,000 in front of me. That's 34,000 motherfuckers, man. That's a lot of people. You know what I mean? That could sit back, get their popcorn ready, and tune into this. Like, man, let's be serious here. Everybody, people like drama, man. People like drama, no matter what form it comes in, man. People comfortable with that. Not saying that's not saying that's what you want, Adam James. I'm just saying I understand your take on it and I respect that. I'm just saying it's only natural for you to have that type of stance on it. You could be for it or you against it, and you think it's weak, and that's how you perceive it, and that's cool. You know, I'm just saying for me to respond on it and like agree or disagree with you in a sense, that will be like I'm involving myself in it. You know what I mean? I try to, like I said, I'm gonna answer y'all questions the best way possible without feeling like I'm showing favoritism or without feeling like I'm getting myself involved in whatever's going on. You already know. Always woke. Everybody, I hope everybody stays safe. But do I think Bruce is overreacting? Hmm. I honestly don't. Hmm. I think Bruce likes Smoot. I honestly think I think he the type of individual where it's just like, cause I got homies like that. You know what I'm saying? Where they just comfortable with the smoke, and if they already got it made up in their mind, because some people think just deeper than the surface. If you already got like, I think he just already got it made up in his mind that that's what it is. So he's you know what I'm saying? I think bro's the frontline type of dude. He's already, I think he assessed it. You know what I mean? He felt like that's what it was, and that's just how he go about it. Like no different than how he deal with the comment section. Like, and he even said it on. Correct me if I'm wrong, Greg Glove Milton, but I think he said that on the UGC. He said he for the smoke. He don't mind the smoke. So at the same time, if he admitting that, then I ain't gonna say the man might be overreacting or whatever. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, this is how I look at it. I think that even if like I might even felt like, you know what I mean, like the boxing community or any, like, there's so many content creators out here or whatever, like somebody could say one thing and it could even sound like it completely in the contrary or something I said right there. I could feel like that joint could be a shot at me in some way, or you rebuttaling me without saying my name subliminally. But my whole thing is this, like, I could be bugging or I could be borderline egotistical to think that. So I would like me personally. I would have addressed it differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know who beat who where first, or who said what first, or who what when where why whatever. But I'm just saying, behind closed doors, that's how I would have dealt with it. I would have dealt with it different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just me though. February 8th, Mark. Thanks for telling me. Oh, you came in on the 23rd. We both February. You said Bruce just dropped another video. Man, I'm telling you, bro, like this could go on for the next week, man. Oh my God. Like, oh man. Like I don't even know what was the last video I saw, but I was just like, yo, I said, all right, now this is just getting crazy, man. It's just getting crazy. But then when you dealing with men, man, men are very men egotistical, and at the same time, it's pride, it's respect, it's a whole lot of things underlying that when you're dealing with men. So they might feel like they gotta, one person say something, the other person feel like they gotta respond, and then one is going to see. This is where it gets kind of convoluted with the internet because one person one person gonna drop a video. You gonna analyze that joint, break it down, make sure your points is the counter that person points, and then you gonna try to make sure you do it better than the next person. So now so now that person gonna go back to the drawing board and they're gonna try to get even more creative about dropping a bomb on you. So it's just only gonna create more and more and more negativity, man. Man, it is devastating, man. Like, bruh, like I'm telling you, bro, like y'all don't understand. Like, this is like, I said this to one person. I said, man, y'all front row. I said, y'all front row. Y'all got front row to the bullshit. I said, I'm backstage. I'm backstage and I'm dealing with the bullshit. That's like I'm one of the Temptations and two of the other members is arguing and shit. Like, like one mad that they one mad one mad they getting one mad the other one getting more solos than the other one or something like that, man. I don't know, dog. Like it's like when you involved in it, it's just like it's mad different because I'm dealing with it behind the scenes and I'm talking to other people that feel a certain type of way about it. But everybody behind the scenes, we all feel the same about it. It's just like, yo, I don't have nothing to say about it. I don't got nothing to do with it. Hey, when it clears up, it clears up. But as far as I'm concerned, man, my middle name Bennett, and I ain't in it. Thanks, Alexis Rombero. Salute. I appreciate that. Man, I never exactly black and brown boxing. I don't want it for him. You know what I mean? Like I literally don't want it for him at all. You know what I mean? And that's why like I had to take it to the community page and let it know and be very clear. Like, don't come at me like this shit a movie and you want me to give all of the immature bullshit answers like I'm entertaining this front like this nonsense. I got tickets to a movie that I never even wanted to see. You know what I mean? Like I don't really I don't I'm not going to feed into it the way people want me to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the bare minimum and I'm going to shut it down because see how much attention like in the YouTube boxing world that is taken up already. Like it's already taking up too much attention, man. And like everybody, because at the end of the day, people are going to pick and choose. Certain people are going to feel like I said, certain people subscribe to Boo, certain people only subscribe to Bruce, certain people only subscribe to IBFP, certain people might already feel some type of way about each individual, so they're going to take that type of animosity and all of their melancholy and they're going to bottle it all up and they're going to take it to their page and they're going to type exactly how they feel. And certain people are going to try to fuel the fire with unnecessary bullshit. And I'm just like, yo, it's that type of stuff that creates more that creates, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all remember the movie Butterfly Effect, and no matter how many times he tried to flip the page and change stuff, it only got worse. It only got worse. Like that's like what a subscriber base or like outside opinions could do. It could be like a diamond, it could be like a butterfly effect. Like no matter how much a person try to change it, or no matter how many times a person drop their opinion or whatever, and that person get involved, it's only reshaping the way people feel about the situation. Now it's creating something else. Now, you know what I mean? We got people talking about this person racist and all of this other stuff. Like it's just out of control, man. It's out of control. Gerard D, salute. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of ego. Boxing Monster, salute. Man, Bruce makes great content. Like outside of all of the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like he makes great content. And I just want that to be the main focus because all of that is being overshadowed by this. And like the thing is, like that's what we known for. We known for like I'm starting to get known for my content. I'm not really out there like that. People are starting to like really give me my respect for my edits and my content and the type of stuff I put together. But those guys, they spots is already solidified. I don't want that stuff to get overshadowed with this. Like this isn't what it's about. We're supposed to be like 2020 is supposed to be like the like and I've said this plenty of times on my live since 2019. I said this is supposed to be the year where we take 2020 into 2021 to expel all the fake narratives to make the LDBC go belly up. We supposed to be combating the machine that's putting all of the nonsense out in the boxing world, that's tarnishing these boxers' reputation, that's putting these unnecessary hats of racism on them and so on and so forth. I'm like, that's what we supposed to be doing. We supposed to be like it's like a basketball team. Everybody play their role, but at the end of the day, it's we trying to score the most points. Like that's it. And when people, you know what I mean, when two people on a team is at odds with one another, man, shit, we might as well go ahead and forfeit the game. You know what I mean? Because we ain't gonna be able to win. If it's already division amongst the group, regardless of whether you feel like you in a group with one another or not, we all out here doing the same stuff. I even heard Bruce say that on the video. It's like, yo, we agree on the same stuff. We about the same stuff. So if that's the case, let's get back on the same stuff. He's already admitted that he likes Nuke's work. You know what I mean? But now I just feel like the more funk that's being put on top of it, it might even get to the point, and I don't even honestly want to put this type of negative energy out there on display. Like it could get to the point to where they ain't even gonna have respect for one another. Word, it could get to the point to where just the thought, just the thought of hearing their names is distasteful. I don't want it to be like that. Alexa from Barrel, Steve Kim shouted you out on Michael Montero's show recently. Yeah, that's my boy, man. That's my boy. Michael Montero, he followed me too. I was cracking jokes with him on Twitter earlier today too. Automatic Mafia, I already know. You know what I'm saying? Like we all man, we all rock with each other, bro. Like we all rock with each other, man. And like I think that people getting it crossed up, man. Like this is what I'm saying, man. Look, if you came in the game a certain way, if you come in the game a certain way and that's the way you play the game, bro, you can't be mad about what type of attention you're going to get when you in the game. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be controversial, you know what I'm saying? I got to deal with everything that goes with my controversial hat. Like, I already know. Like, I'm hard on Wilder. I'm hard on the PBC because of how they fighters move. I'm hard on anybody that I don't feel like is moving the correct way. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to deal with it. Like, look, I'll get death threats. And I ain't nowhere near where they at. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can only imagine what them boys dealing with, and it's just like, man, people, man, look, this shit is out of control, man. I don't even know, man. I'm at a loss of words, honestly. I don't subscribe to a lot of bullshit when Wilder lost. BK2 hands 100 every day. Automatic, man, because my whole thing is this. If you don't make your content based on just one particular individual, then you ain't never got to worry about your content suffering. But if it's only geared towards one individual, or it's only geared towards, like, that's why y'all never hear me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might call them boys Sloppy, Enigma, Blue Butt, and all of that stuff like that. But you never hear me I never go out of my way to make videos about them. Two videos. One when I probably first started about all of the racist stuff Fred was doing, and then the subs wanted me to drop a video on that racist rant he did, and that was that recent one I did, like giving BJ's for press credentials goes wrong. Other than that, I don't make videos about them boys. I don't focus my time talking about them. I gotta combat them enough already as it is. But as far as like, man, talking about them boys, like, they ain't even worth. They're not even worth my light for real. Because they lights going dim out quick. They built their channels all off the wrong kind of thing, man. Now I just don't want the boys to be recognized for for just smoke. And I don't want them boys to have the type of recognition for having smoke with one another, man. Like, mm, like I ain't gonna lie, the shit do blow me though. Oh man, nah, like I ain't say nothing about it, Cat, because I don't because like I just heard about it today. And so I wanted to wait till more stuff came out about it before I said something, because like I want to have all my pieces, I want to have all my ducks in a row before I drop a video on that. But I hear people already jumping out there with videos about it. I feel like they're gonna try to do anything in the world to try to discredit Tyson Fury on this side of the water, or on that side of the water, regardless of whatever. Like I just feel like they're gonna try to do anything to discredit that man. Like that man went out there. Like it's not that hard to believe that he beat Wilder's ass. Like I don't know if people put overstock into the fact that they thought Deontay Wilder was really that good, or they really thought Fury really couldn't take it to him and do that, or they just didn't really pay attention to what Tyson Fury possessed. So I think a lot of people just might be underestimating, man. Jen Drake, thanks for subscribing. Salute to you. El Jefe is the alter ego. That's what you think, Monster, for real? D and El Jefe got like, they got some stuff. Them boys got some stuff between the two of them, man. But on a low key, that's D little man's though. El Jefe. El Jefe, he's like, that boy comes in the chat, man, creates all types of confusion. And then as soon as he get in the hot seat, Piero lost connection promotions. Exactly, Miguel. Fury definitely beat the living crap out of him. Beat the crap out of him, man. Like I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I just was like, man, it made me feel so good to sit and watch it though. And then I started feeling bad for him, because I was like, nobody's going to throw the towel in for this man. Like, get him out of here, bro. Like he's dying. Like he's literally dying. But then after the situation with the suit and all of that, that's when I went right back to being like, man, I wish they should have. I said, I wish they would have let it go like one more round. Let his ass get kicked like one more round. Kale is king. I like some Kale. Motherfuckers told me this was gonna come out like 2 weeks ago. Like I said, they trying to find out anything they can. Bro, I know what you talking about too, Mafia, because homie told me the same thing too. And he said, bruh, he said, prepare yourself, get ready. Man, I was like, it's all expected, man. But I was like, I really don't see it happening in that way. But then they just completely shocked me. Now that I'm thinking about it, that you brought that to my attention, I'm like, yeah, I was told this like 3 weeks ago. And now it's happening. Like, I know Boone probably sitting there like, man, that's the shit. He's like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, Red Glove, I'm sure you had him confused. Man, like I wish they just leave Tyson Fury alone, man. The fact they really hating Fury, because the fact that Fury people is hella wealthy too, and he outspoken, and he got his faith real tight with God too. Oh, they definitely don't like him. Yeah, but then that whole Nandrolone scandal or whatever, like when him and Huey Fury, like they took like they went through all the litigations and stuff, and like they didn't even I don't know. It was like back. It was like a backlog suspension, but it was the time he was already out. But they really couldn't. I don't know, man. Like I know your body naturally produces nandrolone, but then they try to say his nandrolone levels are a little bit higher than what they were supposed to be. Like you know what I mean. And I think that was during the Christian Hammer fight. It had nothing to do with Klitschko. Fish, appreciate that, man. I'm glad y'all love the content. I'm glad y'all love the editing. Like for real, I'll be racking my brain like all day trying to like figure out like, man, what am I going to do? Then I gotta sit there and like create it. Then I'll be wanting to start because really I'll be wanting to make like videos like all day every day. But then when I sit there, I'm just like, man, I gotta have a topic. It's gotta be creative. All this other stuff. Sometimes I was just like, I mind fuck myself sometimes. Oh yeah, definitely. He's definitely in a must-win situation. Tyson Fury's basically done. He's beat Wilder. He's beat Wilder on the back foot. He's beat Wilder on the front foot, and now he knows that he can just pretty much just molest that man on the front foot. He's just going to ragdoll him. I really don't see it going past the third round. Appreciate that, Freddie Mars. Oh yeah, Fury definitely gonna wash Wilder again. Two hands. What do you think about Pac joining PBC? So what? What he read up on the What he read up on his contract? So what? He extended his contract because I know he on the last fight on the PBC right now. If he did that, I think he's stupid. But I mean, Manny Pacquiao ain't gonna be underneath them same kind of stipulations as the rest of those guys because he is like legitimately their moneymaker though. Like if he did re up on that contract, I'm not feeling it. I think that's pretty dumb. But hey, if that's what he chose to do, man, hey, Manny Pacquiao got money. I know they treating him over the PBC way different than they treating the other dudes. They rolling out the red carpet for them. Other dudes, they sharing, they sharing, they sharing dressing rooms. Manny Pacquiao the only one that got his own dressing room over there. What do you think the timeline for sports is coming back? In my opinion, man, I man, honestly, I don't know, man, because I don't know enough about this coronavirus situation to say like what what really is gonna what really is gonna change anything over the next couple of months. I don't even know, like, because you know when they tell you something is bad, I automatically chalk it up to it's 5 times worse than what they tell me, 5 to 10 times worse than what they telling me it is. So if they telling me it's going to be good by this time, I really don't see it being good by later on in the summer or something like that. So I really don't know. I really don't take what too much of the media say for face value. It's kind of like I kind of try to make my own conclusions on my own because it's not like they work for me anyway. Yeah, James, I'm serious. If Manny was smart, he would go over to the zone. Like, go over to the zone, fight Mikey Garcia, make a shit ton of money over in Saudi Arabia and ride off in the sunset. Like, or, you know, if I mean, or you can go like I don't know what else makes sense with Manny Pacquiao. If you're not gonna go after Errol Straps, if you're not gonna go after Terrence Crawford or just get the big payday with Mikey Garcia, I don't even know what's left for you to do. You done did it all. You're an 8 division world champion. Like you're 40 years old. You got a whole family ahead of you. I don't want to see him punch drunk either. Yeah, I kind of figured he would take the lesser of the, you know what I mean. I kind of figured he would choose the lesser of the two evils, which would be Mikey, but that would be a huge fight though. Definitely a pay per view fight. Definitely make him a lot of money. So wow, Tokyo Olympics this camp. Well, that's crazy because I was just watching the qualifying rounds earlier today. I was just watching the amateur I was just watching amateur boxing all morning. Shoot, I woke up at 5:30 this morning just to catch amateur boxing from like 5 to 9 o'clock this morning. Yeah, man. I think unfortunately, man, I think all our sports is probably going to take a major hit this year, man. And I just think that we just probably just going to have to look for satisfaction in other areas in sports for real. Shoot, I might just buy Madden or something. Start playing Madden. I live in New York City, and the school is out for a month. Cause of yeah, like my nieces, nephews, my daughters, like everybody's out of school. Like yesterday was the last day. That's why we went. Yeah, yesterday was the last day. That's why we went and saw Sonic. No, yeah, Friday was the last day. Friday was the last day. They don't go back to school for like 2 weeks down here. And who's to say it's just gonna be 2 weeks? I honestly, the way I feel about it, man, I don't even want to send my kids back to school for real. Cameras already found a way to contain the viral replication. When summertime's come, more people get naturally. The effects won't be so bad. I hope so, man. I hope so. Absolutely, Kay. I feel the same way. I feel like it's gonna get worse before it gets better as well. I want to see a Romanian boxing champion next year. Hey, man, that would be dope, man. All right, H. Paul, take it easy, man. Have a good night of work, or day of work, whatever it is. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to get out of here myself, man. I just wanted to touch base with everybody, see what's going on. Make sure everybody having a good weekend and all that stuff. Two hands. Do you think unification was ever on the cards for Wilder? Because other government bodies wouldn't allow cherry picks, he would have ended up losing to somebody. Nah, unification was never on the table for Wilder. Honestly, like if you look at the Wilder's pattern, Wilder chose the same pattern that Javante Tank Davis, that Errol Spence. Well, Errol Spence got a necessary skill set, but they fighting guys on their side of the street. So them belts is the only reason why they getting those belts at 147 and stuff like that. But I mean, come on, man, like them dudes that had basically all of the titles in their division, they still ain't unified or did nothing. Wilder been lying about wanting to unify. I think what they do is, well, it's a known fact that what they do is they basically just talk about certain situations so they can keep their name relevant and just stay in that conversation. So no matter if you mention this guy, no matter how active he really is fighting people, you still mentioning them too because they flashy, but they trash. But all right, y'all, that's it for me, man. I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna reschedule another live, and y'all see me when I jump back on here. Hope everybody stay safe. Guard your families, guard your health. Stay blessed.